since you have enough for that. Where's my sound? Oh, there's my sound. Since I don't have my headphones on, I can't really hear. Anyways, the speed has finished, so he's coming in here. With that spine crawler, he's not going to be able to really do much until these Zerglings are out of the way. Now, of course, you could target fire each drone individually, and that does help. But with that spine crawler, you're just going to be losing a bunch of Zerglings anyways. Looks like you're going to target fire that spine crawler. Not going to be able to really kill it off, but, well, do enough here. Looks like to bet on Toast. I don't really know if he's going to win or not, but I'm just saying I'm going to bet on him. What's this? Roach Warren going down for Brown here. Now, Brown really needs to pick up the pace with some Zerglings. He has all this larva not being spent. Now, the reason why I say... Well, I actually popped out a lot of drones recently. The reason why I say that is because while he's getting that Roach Warren, there's all this that could happen to him. Like, if TL just keeps pumping out Zerglings like it looks like he might be. It looks like he's sneaking out some drones right now, but he does have plenty of Zerglings here. He could potentially get in there and do some damage, but with that speed, it's kind of like, okay, once he leaves his base, he's going to be surrounded and whatnot and get counterattacked. But it looks like the speed just finished, and Brown's Zerglings are going to be forced to retreat. Now, of course, since Perciv does not have a spine crawler at this base here, and no Zerglings out, there's a big opportunity for Teal to just come in here, ransack this base, call off all the drones that are potentially there. Maybe this Evolution Chamber, some Queens. It looks like the Queen is going to go down in just a sec. There it goes, and, well, it looks like he's going to retreat, go after that drone, free drone kill, and potentially kill off these Zerglings before they regroup. Nope, looks like they're going to catch up, no problem. And he's going to be running for his life. Let's look, he's not keeping up too much on the Zergling production. Looks like he just keeps pumping out some drones. Not a bad idea, but you do have to worry about dealing with those Zergling attacks. Now, Brown definitely could have lost his hatchery if Teal just kept making Zerglings, but it looks like both players are just going to be sitting back, droning up, and getting up some roaches, and continuing the game into the meta, and all that good stuff. Oh, okay, sorry. Apparently, it's hard to hear me. I apologize. I should actually turn it up a little bit now that's, is it on 100% actually? I'm not even sure if it reset or not. Oh, it did reset to 100%. Okay, so now, apparently it's just not close enough to my mouth. I hopefully fixed it. Is it better? Testing? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
I don't know. But it looks like there's one Zergling going to keep watch. I would hate to be that Zergling, because if he sees 10 more, he's not going to be able to get out of there in time. He's just going to die, and that's not cool. So you don't want to be uncool. You want to be like these Zerglings, just bunch up by the spine crawler. And whoa, what's this? I totally missed it. Looks like Zergling's in here doing some damage, killed off that Queen. Looks like even one managed to get out of there and killing off some drones in the process. So Teal here still above and beyond on the drone count, plus 2 drones, even losing a couple there, still ahead and all that good stuff. And I wonder where the roaches are. Where are the roaches? No roaches out yet. Oh, it looks like perhaps Toast does have a couple. Actually, more than a couple. He definitely has a lot here. And well, Brown just kind of laid on that production with the drone or with the roaches. It's going to be hard for him to do anything with that. Well, looks like Zergling's coming here prematurely. Looks like the drone or the roaches have not caught up quite yet. So it helps a lot, like significantly, having them together. You definitely want to fight them together. As while the Zerglings are absorbing damage, because I mean, roaches deal a lot of high damage at very slow speeds, which means that if a Zergling's at like 2 hit points, it's still going to take a whole nother shot to kill it off. Whereas that extra 14 damage could have been directed at a roach. So I mean, it helps significantly to have some Zerglings with your roaches. But of course, they do cost larvae. So I mean, you really gotta. You should really only do that if you have extra money and you don't have the gas for roaches. So I mean, otherwise you might as well just get a roach, because the roach is going to be better. I'm not saying the Zergling is better, I'm just saying they absorb damage pretty well. So, anyways, game is continuing on here. Looks like Evolution Chamber is going up for Mr. Teal, also known as perhaps Toast. Also getting that lair about to pop. Looks like Persev is getting his lair. And adding on the macro hatch, not a bad idea in this matchup. Once you get enough drones, you can just get a macro hatch and just pop out some extra guys, especially if you are not the best at macro. It looks like he's not. Perhaps Toast get in there with an Overlord spotting around. Looks like he's going to be taken out by that Queen eventually. It does take a while. Overlords do have 1 billion hit points, also known as 200. But looks like Brown there going in there to attack once again, but perhaps Toast fending it off with lots of roaches. And Creep Tumor just kind of sitting there. So, I wonder what upgrades, or what perhaps Toast is going to go now that he has that lair. Looks like Infestor Pits. Infestors are going to be on the field momentarily once it gets that up, perhaps. Maybe getting the upgrade first. I like to see the upgrade first. I mean, it's kind of like, why get High Templar before the Amulet, upgrade finishes, and, it wants to get the upgrade and wait to get out some extra roaches and whatnot, and then get them. Of course, the Amulet doesn't exist in this game anymore, but that was the case when it was in the game. So, lots of roaches here, just kind of chilling out with the +1 upgrade from Persev. Looks like he's about to get the +2, or, well, he started the +2, I should say. Looks like the +1 is going down for perhaps Toast as well. He's not using the second evolution chamber quite yet, but he could get some upgrades with that when he feels like it. Looks like the drone count is about even, +1 for perhaps Toast. But yeah, basically even, not a big deal. One's, still good, still helps out quite a bit in this matchup, but I mean, in this, when you have 40, it doesn't really matter quite as much. Excuse me. I don't know what that was, but it came out. So Brown here, let's see, what kind of tech is he getting? It looks like nothing yet, just a +2 with it. And the roach speed, so that is something. Roaches are pretty awesome. Looks like Teal is getting the roach speed as well. It's about to finish. There it goes. And Teal's going in for the kill. It looks like he has a lot of roaches here, but it looks like Brown has a lot of roaches as well. And Teal might want to back out here. He is going to be backing out there. Definitely a good idea. If you see a force and you don't think you can take it, back out. Just back out, especially since he has a +1. +2 damage per roach, multiplied +2 damage, by all these roaches. That's a lot of damage. So, I mean, well, it looks like he's going to be attacking it, or defending here, I guess I should say. He could have definitely retreated back to the spine crawler, but, well, Brown definitely going to be catching up a little bit. That's away. Looks like, let's see, Army Brown definitely ahead on the roach counts, especially with that +2, attack, like I said. But it's still pretty much an even trade when it comes to roaches. I mean, +2 damage, you get maybe 4 or 5 extra roaches with that, which is, a big deal, but I mean, it's not gonna, still gonna be pretty much even trading type of thing. So many. So, Infested just kind of sitting around. I believe he probably used the fungal growth. I did not see the fungal growth, but he does not have the energy for it. Why are you picking up here? Looks like a bunch of roaches just kind of camping out at his hatchery main. And, well, that would have made a big difference in this battle. Brown could have lost, a bunch of roaches due to that. Looks like the drones have burrowed, just to stay alive, but looks like there is an overseer for Persev here. And, well, during all that, perhaps there did get up a third, but Brown here smashing face, during all that. So, well, he did cost valuable mining time. He did pick off some extra drones. Brown definitely ahead in the drone count by 4. And picking off all these roaches. There's the good game from perhaps Toast. Yeah, and I'd have to agree the +2 attack did make a big difference, but he also kept producing roaches, whereas Teal kind of lost his production. Not quite sure why, but he did. Brown just kept going in there with more and more and more. It looks like Brown even leaving the game after he wins. It's like, oh, I just beat you. I don't want to get taken out. I'm just going to leave. Just going to leave, man. I don't care. That's fine. Whatever. You don't have to win again. You don't have to lose again. I don't care. It looks like Yummy Pancake's going to go ladder. Looks like we have Tesla and Prodigy X playing this time. Let's see. Tesla playing as Terran. Prodigy X as Terran as well. So it is a black against pink. Terran against Terran. Looks like they are close positions as Tesla has spawned at the 6 o'clock here. Once again, as our black player, I'm going to bet on him. Looks like I lost all my money on the last one. Perhaps Toast saying, ew, Terran against Terran, I'm gonna get out of here, I don't want to watch any of this stuff. But anyways, Project X has spawned at the 3 o'clock here as our pink Protoss. I didn't say cross, I said close. It might have sounded like cross, I don't know, but I meant to say close. I don't know what you guys think, but it's definitely close. Close ground positions we are, and well, as we do is just kind of making a triangle. Nope, now he's making a depot. Alright, supply depot on the way for our black player. No depot yet for Prodigy X. There's a depot going down for Prodigy X. He's definitely a bit late, so I'm glad I bet on Tesla. Looks like Tesla winning in the APM war. Pretty much means you spam, but you do, spam, people like to say it's a mark of a good player. I would say that no spam is a better mark at high levels, but it's true to say that bad players don't spam at all and never will. you know, because they just aren't that fast. So I mean, um, this is so much more fun with the stream. Yeah, I know, right? It's so much better with the commentary. I was gonna do what's it called? Um, typing commentary the other day, and I was making like a little story with a probe that was about to die, which was fun. But I mean, it's like typing doesn't really get you anywhere with commentating because you need to be really fast. Because otherwise, stuff just kind of happens before. I mean, you say stuff after, like way after it happens, because you're just not. I don't type like data on. I'm not a Superman typer. Anyways, Project X adding on 2 barracks here. So I believe he's going to be pretty aggressive early on, not taking up 2 factory or starports. Tesla here going to be pretty safe with that wall off. And his Marine looks like another barracks going up. I wish he got that a little bit sooner. I believe he probably had the money for it. I'm not really sure. He might have gotten the orbital and the refinery at a good time instead. Project X here not getting a refinery quite yet. So... just so you know, I used to cast on regame.tv. I have a few casts that aren't really on Twitch yet that are over there. And then I do have a YouTube account, but it's pretty much all the same stuff from Twitch TV, so it's not even a big deal. That's really just to boost my, boost how many people know about me. Oh, Tesla kind of running there with the Marine, trying to see what he can. Just kind of dying there, not a big deal. I guess you might as well do with the Marine, instead of an SUV if you want the income. They're same money, same hit points, same armor. One gets you minerals, one deals damage. I'm not really sure which one you want more, but he sacrificed a Marine instead of an SUV. Alright, so anyways, concussive shells going up for Tesla here. Just going to be adding on a Marauder and a couple of Marines. Once that first one's done, he's going to produce another one. All that good stuff. And a couple of Marines coming out here. Looks like 3 barracks total for Prodigy X. And he's just making a couple of supply depots in the back in case there is a drop of any kind. And Prodigy X just adding on a lot of Marines here. So, I believe he's going to be going in there to Tesla's base in due time. But Tesla does have that bunker on the bottom low ground, which does help out very, very significantly. Bunkers just don't die when you have guys repairing them, because repair is super fast and super free. And well, Tesla here adding on another barracks. He's actually getting a fast +1. I do like that quite a bit. None of players get upgrades fast because they help out huge. I want to say that again, huge. Upgrades are awesome. Well, Project X coming in here, maybe going to be able to take out this bunker before any SUVs get pulled off the line to repair it. Looks like none quite yet. The bunker does go down. It looks like this Marauder and a couple of Marines are going to be running for their lives. And maybe Project's going to be winning here. Well, there's a bunch of Marines out here for Tesla, going to be doing some good damage. And the retreat has begun. So I wish you'd be expanding or something, putting up some good tech. I'm just going to be sitting back and macroing. I don't know. This is actually what most players, I'd say most, when I say most, I mean like the bottom 50% or something like that. Or actually probably bottom like 75%. They just, when they attack, they're so focused on attacking and microing, they forget about building guys. And it's called micro for a reason. Macro is the big stuff, micro is the small stuff. The small, less important stuff. Macro being adding on buildings, producing guys, keeping up on supply, all that good stuff, and adding on a command center, stuff like that. Whereas micro is like just taking care of the units that you do already have, and so you micro a little bit better, and you maybe have 1 or 2 more Marines extra. Okay, that's something small. Whereas if you were macro and you could have had like 5, 6, 8, 10, whatever, many more guys coming out. So it's like, yes, I did. So macro is a big deal. I just want to stress that. If you're in battle, if you're not very fast, I'd say just 1A your guys and macro. Just send all your guys in at once, attack, let them all die, keep building stuff at your base. Because, if you're bronze, like, that'll make you a lot better. That might scoot you up to, like, platinum, if you do it well enough. It is that big of a deal, whereas micro is going to just scoot you up a little bit. So I just want to stress that a lot because people do not quite get that